Are you tired of being slow at editing? Do you want to edit like this? With only one setting, and you don't have to use any macros. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the Krabby Patty formula to edit as fast as the Coochie Man.
Coochie Man.
It works for both PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC, Nintendo Switch, so keep your ears peeled. Trust me, this trick is insane and you don't want to miss out. But real quick, I'm gonna need you boys to like and subscribe in the next 5.36 seconds or Juan. Comment 2021 for good luck in this new year. But no talking, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so jumping straight into tip number 1, we're going to be working on acceleration practice. For your favorite editor you watch definitely does this technique, and this is how you're going to practice it. Now, by doing this, what we're going to do is set ourselves up with a double edit. You're going to go ahead and edit the first one just like so, and then you can go ahead and edit the second one. Then you're going to go ahead and follow this process, and you're going to go ahead and reset, just like so. Now, what I want you guys to go ahead and do is, it's called the acceleration process for a reason. So what you guys are going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and do this, but every time get a little bit faster until you start getting to the speed where you get a lot faster. And just by doing this every day for like 5 minutes or something like that might actually improve your acceleration speed. Then when you go ahead and get comfortable on the single edit, what you guys want to go ahead and do is move over here. As you can see, I actually have 3 set up. So what we're going to do is go ahead and double edit there, and then double edit there, just like so. Then you're going to loop back around, reset. But what you're going to do is just do it at your own pace and just practice every day. After a while of practicing, it should look something like that, and you should be able to get it done fairly fast. Alright, so that's it for tip number 1. Let's move straight into tip number 2. Alrighty, so this one's for you console players and can also be used for your PC players. And it's just that a lot of you guys suck and have a really bad edit delay because it actually affects you in game. So you're going to go ahead and go straight into your settings of your Fortnite game and come over here to the game settings and scroll all the way down to the bottom. And what you guys are going to go ahead and do is have these things called replays. You want to make sure you turn them all off. Now, if you guys like replays and like keeping them on and like to watch them, then feel free to use a tip later in the video. But me and all the fast editors in the Fortnite community tend to actually have this off because what it actually does is has your Fortnite game recording your game all the time when you're playing. You want to eliminate that recording process so that only your Fortnite game is getting directed in your console or your PC. But with that said, let's move on to tip number 3. Okay, with tip number 3 actually comes consistency. Super short and sweet. Basically, you guys just want to improve your consistency when editing rather than the actual edit speed. So you want to work on your edit consistency first before you actually work on your edit speed. This will just mean that you never miss another edit, making sure that you're actually a faster editor overall because you're more reliable, and that's what everyone wants at the end of the day. Oh, my bad. Let's go ahead and start tip number 4. Okay, so with tip number 4, what you just saw me taking advantage of is something called confirm edit on release. What you're going to want to go ahead and do is come over to your settings. Now, confirm edit on release, what it actually does, just to explain to you guys before I say, confirm edit on release basically just means when editing, so you hit the edit button, and then you hit the select button, and then you go ahead and hit the confirm button, me being a scuff I hit on the back. With this setting, what it's going to do is basically just allow you to hit the edit button, and then the select button, and then you're just good to go. Now, what this will allow you to do is eliminate one button process, and it will allow you to go ahead and hit the buttons at the same time if you use the same buttons close together, giving you a edit with literally one button press. But the only problem is, to make this actually work, you're going to need a tip coming up. So let's find out what this tip is. Now, with tip number 5, you guys might have actually seen me walking around with these funny looking builds, and you may have never seen them before. Now, what are these? Well, it actually is a thing called performance mode. Well, this new performance mode Fortnite added basically makes sure that your Fortnite game actually loads as maximum possible, giving you the utmost worst quality in the game, but at the cost of better performance. If you come into your settings, what you guys are going to go ahead and do is scroll all the way down on the video tab, and if you come down here to rendering mode, so what you guys want to go ahead and do is put your thing on performance mode, and it actually gives you super low input delay, allowing you to actually edit and build way faster. With performance mode turning on, literally gives you mobile graphics. So the problem is with this is that your game literally looks doggy. So yes, you do get cool input delay and you can edit super fast. So if you want quality over FPS, then it's definitely not a very good option for you. And I'd consider weighing up another option on this list that I'm about to tell you. So coming in with tip number 6 is actually that the last step wasn't actually on console and it's only on PC at the minute. So that's why I'm hooking you guys up. If you are on console, what you guys are going to go ahead and do is I want you guys to all come over to your settings and just check this. And come over to where it says frame rate limit. Now, I know you guys may think that you don't actually have access to 120 FPS. And you might be right, but it's always worth a check just to see if they've actually added it to your consoles. As I'm pretty sure some of the pro versions of some of the older gen consoles actually do have 120 FPS now added. And if it is a thing on your console, try and and invest in getting a 120 hertz monitor, as trust me, they are so good and make your game feel buttery smooth when it comes to editing super fast. And same up for this step, if you are on PC, make sure you go ahead and come down here and have everything on low. And I want to make sure that you guys actually have your game on performance mode and just copy down these settings if you are on PC, as these will give you the best FPS. Alright, so moving into tip number 7. This tip is super exclusive, and this one's definitely going to help you out when coming to get a faster editing speed. So what you guys want to go ahead and do is come into your settings, and I want you guys to come over to your controller settings. Now, this is only going to work for you controller players. When you're down here at this thing called foot controller, what I want you guys to do is make sure it's actually turned on, and then you want to make sure your controller dead zone is actually put on 1%. And if you activate it and turn it on, what it actually do is it boosts your input delay and makes it a lot better. Even if you're playing a controller, it can sometimes be worth it and actually can benefit you, because sometimes your PC or your console mistakes your controller for an actual foot controller. So it might be worth a shot at trying this, as I actually know people that this has worked for and it's given them super low input delay. It's nuts. Alright, so the last one on this list, number 8, is going to be actually boost practice. So boost practice is actually somewhat similar to the acceleration practice at the start of the video, but instead you actually have to practice it slightly different. So with this, what you're going to be doing is a thing like in sport. We're going to be applying the exact same theory, but this to our game. And you're going to go ahead and do a few reps, stop, rest your fingers. Go ahead and do a few reps, stop, rest your fingers. Do a few more reps, stop, rest your fingers. Basically, it's the initial inertia that will actually go ahead and starts the edit. So we're going to be practicing that stopping and starting in between your builds and edits. So spam, 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 stop, spam, 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 stop. You guys get the idea for tip number 8, and yeah, you can apply this to literally anything. If you want to do it with the pyramid, do the exact same thing. Just edit, 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 stop, edit, 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 stop. So yeah, but if you practice all 8 of these tips and you've made it all the way to the end, make sure to go ahead and comment faster, as I'll know who's the real one who's made it to the end of the video. Make sure to drop a like, as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you want more content just like this in future, and you always want to help on your editing speed. Anyways, guys, click a video on screen. I'll be over there. Go watch that next video, and I'll see you all over there. Anyways, guys, peace out.